Let's talk about aircraft so massive, they make skyscrapers look small. These flying giants weren't built just to break records. They were designed to carry space shuttles, war tanks, and hundreds of passengers across continents. From military powerhouses to space launch platforms, each one served a unique purpose and pushed aviation limits. In this video, we're diving into the 5 largest aircrafts ever built, and trust me, by the end, you'll be amazed at what humans can actually put in the sky. First, Antonov An-225 Mriya. Let's kick things off with the absolute king of the skies, the Antonov An-225 Mriya. In Ukrainian, Mriya means dream, and this aircraft was exactly that, a dream turned into reality. Built in the 1980s by the Soviet Union, the An-225 wasn't just big, it was a straight-up monster. With a wingspan of 88.4 meters, 290 feet, and a length of 84 meters, 275 feet, it was longer than a football field and had the widest wingspan of any operational aircraft before its destruction. It was powered by 6 massive turbofan engines and could carry over 640 tons of weight, including 250 tons of cargo. That's equivalent to about 100 adult elephants. And get this, it had 32 wheels just to support its gigantic frame on the ground. But why build something so massive? Originally, the An-225 was designed to carry the Soviet Buran space shuttle, basically their version of NASA's space shuttle. After the Soviet space program slowed down, the An-225 found a second life, hauling insanely heavy cargo like trains, massive generators, and even other aircraft parts across the world. Sadly, in 2022, during the Russia-Ukraine conflict, this legendary aircraft was destroyed while stationed at Hostomel Airport. But here's the hopeful part. Plans are underway to rebuild it, because legends like the Mriya don't just disappear quietly. Second Stratolaunch ROC. Next up, we have something that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie, the Stratolaunch. This thing doesn't even look like a regular plane. It has 2 fuselages and a wingspan so wide, it makes other aircraft look like toys. Stratolaunch was designed to launch rockets into space from the sky. Sounds wild, right? The idea was to fly the aircraft up to high altitude, then drop a rocket from the center of the plane, which would ignite and shoot into orbit. This made launching satellites cheaper and faster. Here are some jaw-dropping stats. The wingspan is 117 meters. That's longer than a football field, and the longest wingspan of any aircraft in history. It's powered by 6 Boeing 747 engines and weighs over 226 tons when empty. That's just the empty weight. Stratolaunch first flew in 2019, and since then, it's gone through multiple test flights. It's still flying today, being tested for hypersonic missions and rocket delivery. Even though it hasn't launched any rockets just yet, it's already made a mark as one of the most unique aircraft ever built. And let's be honest, you can't forget something that looks like 2 planes stitched together. Third Airbus A380. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the largest passenger aircraft ever built, the legendary Airbus A380. If the An-225 was made to carry machines and the Stratolaunch to deliver rockets, then the A380 was made to fly people, lots of them. The A380 was Airbus's answer to the Boeing 747, and it came out swinging. This double-decker plane could carry up to 850 passengers in an all-economy layout and around 555 in a typical 3-class setup. That's like flying an entire small town in one go. It's about 73 meters long, around 239 feet, has a wingspan of 80 meters, and weighs over 575 tons when fully loaded. Despite its size, it's surprisingly smooth in the air, and passengers often describe it as one of the quietest and most comfortable jets to fly on. The plane's size wasn't just for show. The A380 had 2 full-length passenger decks, luxurious lounges, showers, yes, actual showers in first class, and even bars on board. It was a flying hotel, built for long-haul luxury. But here's the twist. The A380 was too big for most airports. Only a few runways around the world could handle its weight and wingspan. Plus, with rising fuel prices and the trend towards smaller, more efficient jets, many airlines started retiring their A380 fleets early. Production officially ended in 2021, but many are still flying, especially with Emirates, the biggest A380 fan. And honestly, nothing else in the skies looks quite as majestic.
4. Boeing 747 Dreamlifter.
You've probably heard of the Boeing 747, but have you met its chubby cousin, the Dreamlifter? This massive aircraft was custom built by Boeing to transport large parts of their 787 Dreamliner jet across the world. It looks like a regular 747 that swallowed another plane. It's got a ridiculously enlarged body that makes it look both awkward and adorable. The Dreamlifter is officially called the Boeing 747-400 Large Cargo Freighter, and only 4 of them exist. Its main job is to fly oversized airplane parts from suppliers to Boeing's factories. It's 71 meters long and has a cargo hold that can carry more than 1,840 cubic meters of goods. That's enough space to fit 3 regular houses inside. To load and unload all that cargo, the Dreamlifter's entire tail swings open. It's one of the most jaw-dropping things to witness, especially when huge jet parts are sliding into the aircraft like giant Legos. Even though it's not as famous as the A380 or the An-225, the Dreamlifter plays a crucial behind-the-scenes role in modern aviation. Without it, Boeing's supply chain would slow to a crawl.
5. Lockheed C5M Super Galaxy.
Rounding off our list is a true military beast, the Lockheed C5M Super Galaxy. If the An-225 was made for Soviet space shuttles, then the C5M was America's answer to heavy-duty airlifting for war zones, disaster relief, humanitarian aid, and almost anything else you can imagine that requires serious muscle in the air. This aircraft is part of the U.S. Air Force's Strategic Airlift Fleet, and it's been in service in one form or another since the late 1960s. Over the years, the C5 Galaxy has gone through multiple upgrades, with the C5M Super Galaxy being the most advanced and capable version to date. It's faster, stronger, and more reliable than ever before. Let's talk size and strength. The C5M stretches to 75 meters, 247 feet, in length and stands almost 20 meters, 65 feet tall. That's roughly the height of a 6-story building. Its massive cargo bay is about 36 meters long, nearly 6 meters wide, and over 4 meters high, enough space to fit a full-size bus or several helicopters. The aircraft can carry over 135 tons of cargo, including 6 Apache helicopters, 2 M1 Abrams battle tanks, or a combination of vehicles and equipment for combat missions. And it can do all of this while flying over 8,800 kilometers, 5,500 miles, without refueling. With in-flight refueling, that range extends even more, making it capable of reaching any part of the world in a single trip. Its kneeling landing gear isn't just a cool party trick, it's a genius piece of engineering that allows ground vehicles to drive straight in and out of the bay, saving time during high-pressure missions. The C5M also features modernized avionics, upgraded engines, General Electric F6s, and advanced navigation systems. Despite being decades old in concept, it can now cruise at Mach 0.77, that's around 917 kilometers per hour, 570 miles per hour, making it faster than previous versions and more efficient in fuel consumption. And here's the kicker. It's not just used for war. The Super Galaxy plays a huge role in humanitarian missions, delivering food, water, and medical aid to disaster zones like earthquake-struck regions or hurricane-hit islands. Its flexibility and reach make it one of the most valuable non-combat assets in the entire U.S. military. The need for bigger aircraft. So, why do engineers keep building bigger and bigger planes? What's the real reason behind these sky giants? Well, the answer is simple. Size equals capability. Larger aircraft can carry more fuel, fly longer distances, haul more passengers, and transport massive cargo that smaller jets could never handle. Whether it's flying military tanks, launching satellites into space, or moving hundreds of people in one go, these giants are built for serious missions. But it's not just about practicality, it's about pushing the limits of what's possible. Every massive aircraft introduces new materials, more powerful engines, and revolutionary designs. They break records, test new ideas, and show the world how far aviation can go when we dare to think big. What's next for aviation giants? Here's the exciting part. We're not even close to done. A new era of aviation is already taking shape, with engineers and aerospace companies working on groundbreaking innovations. Electric-powered aircraft, blended wing body designs, and even hypersonic jets that could cut intercontinental flight times to just a few hours are all in development. Some visionaries are even dreaming up flying aircraft carriers and sky-based spaceport-style launch platforms. The goal is to make air travel faster, cleaner, and more efficient, while still pushing the boundaries of what's possible in size, speed, and design. Because in aviation, the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning of what comes next. And that's all about the 5 largest aircrafts ever built. Now it's your turn. Which one blew your mind the most? Was it the twin-body Stratolaunch, the luxurious A380, or the unbeatable An-225? Drop your favorite in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome aviation stories. Because the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning.